Libya's Prime Minister gave his address to the UN at a time when a flurry of diplomacy is once again underway to pull his country out of conflict. International efforts to bring peace to Libya were derailed last year when General Khalifa Haftar launched an attack on Tripoli. It failed, and Prime Minister SARRAJ says countries supporting Haftar, among them the UAE, Egypt and Russia, now need to adopt a new approach.
We call on these states to revisit their positions and to no longer bet on the aggressor, and to discuss with the government of national accord the means to address their concerns. We must work to establish relationships based on mutual respect and common interests and the non-interference in internal affairs.
The humanitarian situation in Libya is now the worst it's been in the last decade of conflict, according to the president of the International Committee of the Red Cross, who made a recent visit.
Walking through some of the outskirts of Tripoli, but also Benghazi, I have been surprised by the level of destruction in which these cities find themselves. It has reminded me of some of the worst urban settings that I have been seeing over the last couple of years in Mosul, in Homs, in Aleppo.
The UN hopes to name a new envoy for Libya in the coming days. The plan is for a meeting of international players at the beginning of next month, and then by the 15th of October they want to bring the Libyan sides to Geneva. It's all very ambitious, with a plan for elections next year. But in the past, high hopes on Libya have been dashed by the ongoing violence and meddling from outside the country. James Bays, Al Jazeera at the United Nations.